and love, family. Peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual vittles. And today I'm going in on spiritual confidence. This is a good one, family. This is a good one. Spiritual confidence. This is a good one because I'm noticing that there's a severe lack in spiritual confidence going around. I get a lot of questions from you guys asking questions about, you name it, everything. And one thing that I've noticed that's lacking is your spiritual confidence. Spiritual confidence is nothing more than understanding and knowing that you have all the power while you're in this earthly domain. I don't care what spiritual tool you buy. I don't care what spiritual practices you do. I don't care how long you've had your ancestor altar. I don't care how much money you burn or crystals you use or medallions or spiritual tools you have. If you don't have any spiritual confidence, it's all for naught. It's not going to do anything for you. Someone who buys all these tools and don't have spiritual confidence or believe in that which they bought will not go as far spiritually as someone without any tools but has all the spiritual confidence in the world. You have to know that you're stronger than you've been taught. You have to know that you're smarter than you've been told you were. We've been dumbed down as humans in this earthly domain for a reason. Whatever that reason is, I don't know. But I know that once I started usurping my divinity, taking in more sunlight, treating people kind, doing things for the betterment of mankind, I started to raise my spiritual identity. And when I started to raise my spiritual identity about 12 to 15 years ago, I started realizing that I'm a creator as well. I'm not the creator, but since I'm of the creator, I'm also a creator as well. And when you realize that you're a God, you start acting accordingly. Your speech will change. The way you talk will change. The vernacular and lexicons you use will change. Your thoughts will change. Your dreams will change. Your circle will change. Everything about you will change. Because once you raise your spiritual identity, you start attracting higher spiritual beings, higher earthly spiritual people, and your days just seem to go by much more pleasant. I used to have poverty consciousness, family. One of the reasons why I write the books that I've written is to help myself out. Writing books is a way for me to divulge everything that's in me in literary form to help me heal. Everything that I write about, I either wanted to obtain or want to dissolve within me. Everything that I write about is for me. But I realize that everyone that's either watching this video that I'll meet in the future or even in the past are nothing more than aspects of myself. So when I speak to people, I speak to that aspect of myself that's within them. So I always treat people accordingly, nice and kind, as if I wanted to treat myself that way. But I've raised my spiritual identity, family. Raising your spiritual identity isn't a hard thing to do. Yes, it's a little challenging in the beginning, but like anything, it's habitual. I started to raise my spiritual identity when I first started to stop cursing. Again, I love cursing. Where I was from, it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was a way for me to put emphasis on the things. But as I realized when I started to mature, it wasn't getting me anywhere. I was losing. I was amongst the losers. I was using the language of losers. I wrote a video called The Language of Demons and how curse words help you invoke the energy of demons in your life. You know what I mean? That's why in the hood, unfortunately, cursing is running rampant, and so is pestilence, poverty, and all other unfavorable things running rampant. But now that I live out in the burbs, I've noticed people curse less, and things are a lot better out here. People are a little more kinder. I don't have to worry about anything out here. Everyone's on a higher vibration frequency. One thing I really want you guys, and this is off topic, but I think you guys, something told me to tell you guys this. The altitude where you live matter. So wherever you live, you ever notice that temples across the country and across the world are up on these mountains? Because the air is clear up there. There's not much pressure. Everything is clean. So it's easier to evolve the higher you are up. So wherever you live, and if you're moving somewhere, be mindful of the altitude or the sea level you're at. You want to be as high as you possibly can. If you have to live in an apartment complex, see if you can go on the penthouse floor. See if they have any opening. You want to be higher than anyone else. The air is clear. Your thoughts are clear. When I'm flying in an airplane, I don't take a nap. I start typing like crazy when I'm on an airplane because I know that signal is so clear up there that I'm able to ingest everything that I'm getting and transcribe it on paper. Most of my books were written when I was in a plane because the thoughts are clear. You have a thought on land, yeah, it may get through, but when you're in the sky, you have a thought, it's real smooth. But back to spiritual confidence. Whenever you're walking around the city, wherever you are, whenever you are, I want you to be mindful of all the beauty that's around you. When you're mindful of all the beauty that's around you, it's going to give you even more spiritual confidence because you're going to have visual representation of the Creator's beauty, of the wonder or the whimsicalness that is the Creator. And all that whimsicalness that you're witnessing is also within you. So you can never give what's not in you. A lot of people believe they have a lot of negativity and poverty and anger in them, and it's easier for them to give that out. But when you know you're of the Creator and everything outside of you is a reflection that's going on inside of you, you can then express that self when you're talking to people. One thing that I do is I like to talk to people's souls. I don't like to give you any fugazi. I don't want to give you nothing that I think you need to hear. I'm just giving. A lot of people want me to be their mentor, their spiritual master, and all this good stuff. No, I'm a spiritual sharer. I don't want to be your guru. I want you to be your own guru. Again, it's not my plight in this incarnation to be a teacher like that. But I do feel that it's my fiduciary responsibility to at least share my perspective if you choose to listen to it. You know, there's this thing called the Divine Five. And peace and blessings to my good brother, Shai Shanti. He's one of my spiritual teachers on one level or another. And he taught me about the Divine Five. And every day he tries to do 5 things to help people, whether it's opening a door, saying hello, extending a hand in kindness, buying someone's food. 5 things of kindness without wanting anything in return. And that was his key to success. So instead of doing just Divine Five, I'm just divine all day. I'm always finding ways to help people that I feel as if they need it. Not when they ask, but they may say something going on in their life, and I'll just help them. But I don't want to say help people that ask, because a lot of people have asking consciousness. And when you give without them asking, it feels good on both ends. But when someone asks you for something and you help them, unconsciously and even subconsciously, they feel as if they owe you. But when you just give from the heart without them asking, there's some type of serendipitous divine energy going on there that puts you in that place at that moment, at that time, to feel the need, to have a need to help them. And that's when it feels good on both ends. They don't have that feeling, or I asked them. They feel as if they've just been blessed. And I love blessing people. I'm a blesser. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not a religious person at all, but I use the term blessed because everyone knows what that means. So I really want you guys to start having more spiritual confidence. When you embrace having spiritual confidence, it also embark on this spiritual ingenuity journey, where you start creating things that will help you spiritually. Not that you've read or parroted or heard from someone else, something that works for you, and you develop your know system of working. When you know something works, you don't have to worry about no one else telling you that it doesn't, because you know. We've been taught to believe, and you only believe when you don't know. You know what I mean, family? So I really want you to start thinking about having more spiritual confidence, having more spiritual ingenuity, helping people more, taking in more sunlight, taking in more sunlight. If there's nothing else you got from my page, I want you all to start taking in more sunlight. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. There's a reason why people say that. Terabytes of the Creator's energy, knowledge, data, vibration flows to through each ray of the sun. So if you're taking in more sunlight, you're essentially taking in more of the Creator's essence, and it will make you smarter. You won't be able to consciously be able to understand what you're getting, but it's going to really affect your Gnostic abilities. And your Gnostic abilities is nothing more than having a know system. You just start knowing things. So when I ask you a question, you just know the right answers to give them. someone's feeling bad, you will know the right thing to say to them. When you speak freely from the heart, when you speak freely from the heart, when you think about doing things for the betterment of mankind, you're void of thought. You become a vessel of light, and stuff will just flow right through you and bequeath it to the world. So hopefully you got some jewels, family. If you want to support me, you can go out to Amazon and pick up 81 of my 8 books. The Enlightened Talk, Poverty Consciousness, Wealth Consciousness, Dissolving Your Limitations, Consciousness Equals Choice, Seeds of Time Volume 1, Seeds of Time Volume 2, my last book, Divination, and soon my next book is going to be called Whispers of Wisdom. If you're one of those people that needs an insurance policy, or you don't have any understanding of finances, I can help you out with that. I can put you in a vehicle that's going to outpace inflation, so when you retire and you get older, you'll never have to worry about money again. If you're young, you're 18 up to 25 years old, I can put you in a life insurance policy that's going to guarantee make you money. You'll never have to pay taxes on the capital gains, and after 50 years old, you'll never have to work again. You can retire yourself. We've been taught to have to go to a job, work 30, 40 years, 40, 60 hours a week, and when you're all used up, you can retire. No, you can do it yourself. You can allow your job to be your biggest investor to help you retire early, and that's what I do. I help people with tax-free retirements, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've been able to monetize helping people to create generational wealth, and it feels so good, family. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and get at me. Send me an email and we can do some business. So on that note, family, you already know what it is. It's your boy Chris Enlightened, and I'm out here winning!